Hello, Eileen here. I'd like to share a Lavinia stamps project with you today, featuring their lovely new stencils. I've made 3 cards. I'm going to demonstrate one of them, but the technique is the same, obviously. So I will give you all the information about the items and the stamps and stencils that I've used and the colours. But for today, I'm just going to show you this one. And it's exactly the same on all 3. This one uses Fairy Wishes and Angel Kisses stamps. It uses the beautiful stencil called Buds. It's actually technically a mask, I think. This is called Buds. And then, of course, we've got this really handsome chap here. And he's the miniature snail. He's absolutely gorgeous, I think. So let's get on with this one then. I will remember to bring the other ones back to give you all the colourways, etc. I've got a piece of multifarious cardstock. It's an A4 size. I've creased it, folded it in half, and then I've cut it to 12 by 12 centimetres and rounded off the corners, the bottom corners, with a punch, a corner punch. So it gives it a little bit of added interest. I make my cards this way up because I like the tent fold. It stands nice and firm on the mantelpiece. But obviously you can use it this way as well. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this copy paper in here. And taking the Buds mask or stencil and some bundled sage distress ink and one of these makeup brushes. They give a lovely soft effect, I find. And of course, if you want a bit more colour, you just keep on adding layers of ink. But anyway, let's see how we go with this. If your ink pad is very wet, then take some of the ink off. Mine isn't. I think that it will be okay, but it's very hard if you get splodges to blend them out with these brushes. So just be careful how much ink you put on each time. So I'm doing, as you can see, a circular motion. I'm going from the corner down. I don't want to go all over the card. The idea is to get a certain amount and leave a lot of white space. Well, that's the plan, so let's see. Yeah, not bad. So I'm adding more layers now to give a little bit more depth, but I'm not moving out of the space and I'm holding the stencil firmly. And there it is. That will do me. So I've got sort of white all the way around. Blink and you'll miss this one. Okay, now next on to the stamp. I've found my little snail, so he's all ready. I'll just pop him on the block, like so. And then I've got Fairy Wishes and Angel Kisses. And I'm going to pop this one on the block, try and get it straight. Because that's the other thing with this, because you are stamping words, you've got to get them straight, folks, okay? And Versifying Claire Nocturne. My go-to ink for Lavinia stamps because they're so detailed and delicate, especially all the fairies and those fabulous mermaids. Have you seen those? Stunning, absolutely stunning. Gentle tapping here. Now with words, you don't want to leave this down onto the card for too long or press too heavily. So we're going down, make sure it's straight, down, press, up. And then that way you get a nice crisp image of the words. And here we go with lovely miniature snail. He's gorgeous. And I'll pop him round about there, down, press a little bit longer, it's a solid image, and up. Gorgeous. Now this colour ink here isn't very green as it was on my original. Look, big difference. Mainly because I've used a brush that wasn't clean. But I hope that you can forgive me. We've sort of gone from sage green to mushroom. But I like it, okay? You've got the technique and I'm sure you can manage. Right, now the only other thing to do, there's a couple of things to do with this one. I'm going to use some enamel accents, white, and also I need a pencil because the snail, bless him, has got to be grounded. So I'm just going to use an ordinary pencil and very, very lightly just shade the ground underneath him and take it back a bit so that you can see that he's standing on something. And then I'm going to take my eraser and just gently rub some of that out so that it's paler and not quite so noticeable. I want to see it, but I don't want it overpowering him. So I want it to be very pale. Yeah, more of a shadow than anything else. That was the word that I was looking for. Yeah. So then these enamel accents, you don't shake these, okay? Yeah, no, don't shake them. And then I'm holding them in a vertical position and I'm just going to pop a few on above him and tiny, so down and up, down and up. Might take a bit of practice, but worth doing, I tell you. I use these a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going, yeah, we know you do. It just adds interest. It's cheap to do and it finishes it off, I think. Right, well that's it then. See, wasn't too long, was it? Blink and you missed that. So let's go back to the other ones. Okay, put that there so that you can see how all right. Right, so that's the one that I've just done. Then the one that I showed you earlier on is the one with the bundled sage and a clean makeup brush. So you've got that, and I've now got ink all over it as well. Charming. So let's get rid of that. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Let's got rid of that. Okay, so that was the original one. This one uses Tattered Rose Distress ink, and there's no stamp on this apart from the sentiment, the words, and they're Words of Spring, they are called, Words of Spring, along with this one, which is Pods. This is the stencil, and again I think this is going to be a firm favourite too. I really love stencils and masks. They add so much interest. They are well worth any investment, because if you want a quick background like this, that's it, seconds. So did I tell you that? Yes, Pods. And then finally is this one. Now this one, Speckled Egg. Have you seen this? Have you got this? You've got to get this. This is the new Distress ink, Speckled Egg. It's just adorable. What a beautiful colour. You'll be seeing me use this over and over again. So, Speckled Egg, if I hadn't already mentioned it. Again, makeup brush. And then these lovely little mini hair set. You get 3 of them. And I've just used the 2 for this one. Along with my pencil again to ground them. And the stencil in the background is called Foliage. And it's that one, foliage. And of course, the stamp is called, wait for it, Happily Ever After. How did you guess that? So, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I know it's been very quick. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the box for me below and I will answer them. I'm going to be with you for a few weekends now doing Lavinia stamps, using their products and having some fun. I hope that you can join me. I'll see you again tomorrow, but at the moment, stay safe and bye for now. Thanks for looking.